Migrant Caravan versus Antifa lawyer. By the way, folks, in this video, we're going to see this woman, the famous mother in this photograph. She will be in this video later on. Now, this video, folks, was filmed by Ben Berquam. If you don't know, Ben Berquam was this guy from these clips here.
You guys are cowards! You're cowards! Hey! I came out here to stand up for Trump, for free speech, stand against liberal intolerance. One of the fascist left anarchists took one of my hats, so I went into the crowd of them. I got hit in the side of the head, I got hit in the head with 2 sticks, and I still stood there just to stand up. I didn't hit him back. We don't have to hit him back.
Yeah, hats off to that guy. Mad respect to you, Ben Berquam. Well, anyway, he and Ty Decker and Will Johnson, otherwise known as Maurice Delk, affiliated with InfoWars, they went down to Tijuana to see what's going on there, and they ran into one of these green hat people. Now, this may or may not have to do with this whole thing about BAMN trying to get the caravan to storm the border. If you don't know what I'm talking about, scroll down, see the links below. I explain it in those videos. But yeah, the Antifa group, BAMN, you know, Yvette Falarca's group, they were trying to get the caravan to storm the border. That may or may not have something to do with this green hat being there. But anyway, let's see what Ben Berquam filmed recently down there in Tijuana.
Yeah, she's one of the
No, so you're upset that we're out here.
No, I'm just wondering what...
I am with, I guess CNN is fake news.
Citizen, I'm wondering what you're doing here. I live here in Tijuana. This is my city. I'm concerned about my streets.
Yeah, I'm concerned too.
So why does the National Lawyers Guild protect groups like Antifa, by any means necessary, all the anti-American leftist groups?
Association with by any means necessary.
You protect them. You protect Antifa.
We do not know who they are. We are not associated with them. Okay, get that straight right now.
You are.
No, we are not.
I am a
I've seen it too many times.
For my city.
Contrary to what she says, she denies up and down that they work with Antifa. Look at any Antifa event in the last couple of years and you'll see NLG walking around with their bright green hats, getting in the way. The green hats most certainly do know who Antifa is. They're certainly affiliated with Antifa. They do free legal, well, maybe not free, but they do legal work for them. This woman is a flat out liar. When she says they're not affiliated with Antifa, she is lying. This is not a person you could trust. Who knows what she's down there for, but Paloma seems to think, well, we'll let the video speak for itself. Let's watch the rest of this.
Protect them. You protect Antifa.
We do not know who they are. We are not associated with them. Okay, get that straight now.
You are.
No, we are not.
I am a Mexican activist fighting for my cities and fighting for my country and fighting for these people who are living out here on the street.
Okay, then why did you approach us? Then why did you approach us?
I wanted to know.
These people need help and you're not giving it to them. Whoever the organizer is, they're starving.
Yes, I know that. That's what I want.
Yeah, but they need help. They need it today. They can't wait 10 days.
Pause for a second there. You see this woman right here? That's the woman from the famous photo, Maria. More on her in a future video, so make sure you subscribe.
Stop yelling at me, please.
You started yelling. They need help. These people are starving and they need our help.
Hey, can you please calm down for a second?
Yeah, then why did you approach us?
Questioning me as far as what I'm doing here.
She's out here trying to help them, and you come up and act
for the past 3 days.
Because my shirt.
You started accusing me
CNN
of
is fake news.
The National Lawyers Guild does. They do. Maybe you don't, but they do. And you coming up and approaching me and with saying, what am I doing out here when we're trying to help this family and their children?
We're trying to get them a
Shame
home
on you.
today. What are you doing for them? We're trying to get them a home. What are you doing for them?
Let's listen to what you have to say.
Yeah, please. Okay. So we have a lot of attorneys here
Oh, great.
all over the U.S.
That are hurting America, that are undermining America.
Look at this little girl who's been begging me for food for 3 days. How do you think I feel when I see this girl without water, without food?
Okay, so I've been here for a week. I've been in the military for 25 years. I worked all over the world. I am desperately trying to make sure people have good water. I bought a towel and it's here.
And get them over to America really fast, right? To fulfill your agenda, right?
For open borders.
Is to provide information only about asylum, so they can make their own decisions.
So is the National Lawyers Guild? Is the National Lawyers Guild the organized?
I don't want to be interviewed.
Well, I'm sorry. You approached us.
Goodbye.
Then you approached us.
We are here trying to
No,
help.
you're here trying to undermine America, is what you're here for.
What are you talking about?
That's what you're here. You're here to teach people how to undermine America by exploiting the asylum laws. You're not here to help anybody. That's what the national.
You're just making things worse. You brought these people out to the streets and left them out to fend for themselves. That's what you did.
And then you pretend like the attorneys care.
I didn't have anything to her. We are not the organizers of anything.
Well, then talk to the organizers. As attorneys, take responsibility for what you've done.
Yes.
We explain to people, if you just calm down, their legal rights. That's all.
They don't even have water, not even water.
And I'm working on that.
They're eating their milk with a spoon. How is that humanitarian? How is that helping them?
Because that's not what they want. That's not what they want. They want to undermine America is what they want to do.
No, she knows me. She came up to me because she knows who I am.
I know.
I want
I know. This is my city. I live here.
Okay.
And I don't want my streets looking like this. And I don't want these people out here starving to death or dying on the street.
They desperately need water, food, medical care, and there are standards that are not being met.
But are you going to provide that for them? Are you going to help them?
We don't, but we're pushing. Hold on. We're
questioning what I'm doing.
The United Nations.
Right,
and
to undermine.
International Community Red Cross. Yeah, okay, yes. But we're trying to push the authorities to provide adequate nutrition, adequate water, drinking water, because they've been drinking bad water. And also because the conditions here were so bad, trying to improve the conditions. And
Why do you not want to be filmed?
For exactly the same things you are. Their immediate needs, okay?
I understand, but listen, you come and you say that you've been working for 25 years in this.
Yes.
They've been here for weeks. I live here in Fiji.
Yeah.
Okay. We have been coming over here daily to help out.
Yes.
Okay. Now I saw you getting upset for the shirt, while there's more important things over here.
Yeah, but
see. So
But
you
are
got
you encouraging people not to seek asylum or not to try?
You just assume my wife came to America through asylum. I support asylum. What I don't support is it being undermined by leftists who know that 90% of the people will not qualify, and they stop the people that really need it from getting in.
No,
that's what's going on. Yes,
No, they're
yes,
not.
there are 200,000 people waiting in line,
bullshit.
2.5 years. No, the leftism is the BS.
come on.
It
You
is,
know who
and
I
it's
am,
being
and you asked
pushed
me
to
what I was
undermine.
doing here. Yes, you do. You came up to me and you said, "What are you doing here?" I'm a Tijuana citizen who is concerned for the future of my city and the future of these people.
No,
you're
in a public place.
You said that you want to help
Okay,
them.
know,
Where is the
I know.
food?
Have a nice day, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Ellos son los responsables de muchas de las cosas que están pasando aquí. Que no se hagan tontos. Cuando nosotros estamos tratando de ayudar de nuestro propio dinero, que no mamen.
So we're over here. We found a group to Edgar to help the family, Maria and her 5 children. And so we're over here talking to them. And this lady from this leftist National Attorneys Guild came up. Sorry, my phone died. My battery died. I got it recharged. But they came up and she started questioning what Paloma and Esmeralda were doing because of my shirt, because of my and his fake news shirt. While we're trying to get help for this family, for Maria, questioning our shirt.
So
it's just
basically,
insane.
the lady came over because Maria was helping another lady. We're trying to take people to the refugee.
Yeah.
He comes to me. He said, I have 2 families. They're staying in the street. We're going to be able to provide them.
Awesome.
The lady come and start yelling. We don't even know what she's doing. I don't see her helping in anywhere.
No.
But I think she just
No,
causing
she's here.
trouble.
She's here to undermine. She's here to undermine Mexico and America. That's all they're here for. The National Lawyers Guild is here to exploit people and use them for their own benefit. They don't actually care about people.
I'm a Tijuana citizen. I live here. Tijuana.
Yeah.
I come here to help out because there's a lot of need.
Yeah.
So don't judge just by the news.
Yeah.
Come over here, take a look at it. The situation is real.
Yeah.
You know, you're filming what is the real thing. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys helping us out.
Yeah, no, it's an honor to be out here with you. Edgar, it's an honor to meet you.
Amen. Everyone's with the familia.
So this is what was just happening. So we're out here, guys. We're back in the group. We were leaving, and we met Esmeralda and Edgar, who are with Faith, Hope, and Love. It's a nonprofit organization here in Tijuana that helps a lot of Tijuana residents. But we were here having a conversation with the family, trying to help Maria and her children. It was a perfect family to talk to them about it. And this lady comes up with the National Attorneys Guild and starts yelling, questioning, why are we out here? Who are we with? We don't have a right to be out here. When all we're trying to do, Paloma is trying to do is help this family. She's been coming out day after day after day. And so it's really frustrating.
Because she knows I'm a Trump supporter.
Right.
It doesn't matter if I'm a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help because I see what's going on.
Yeah.
3 days ago, I had a whole different idea of things. When I saw them floating in that mud, then that you know, at that point, you just want to be able to do something.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not about waiting for asylum. It's not about this. They're starving today.
Right.
They were fighting over a little drink of water.
Right. Yeah.
How is that humanitarian for these people that?
Right. When all she's
doing
doing is trying to manipulate them into doing what she wants to push her agenda.
Yeah, use them.
That's it.
Use them as
They're pawns. They're simply pawns.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
Yeah, but yet they don't have any water.
Right.
They have no water.
Right.
They were literally begging me for water.
Right. Yeah. And so why not just bring some water?
Yeah.
Right. If you actually cared about the children, bring some water.
Well, yeah. I mean, they
bring
brought them out. They
solution.
might as well try to take care of them.
Yeah.
You know.
Unbelievable. So you just missed the National Attorneys Guild lady come up and so.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, you missed it. You missed it. So I finally got my phone plugged back in. This lady comes up in that hat right over there.
Which one?
The one in the green hat. You know, the Lawyers Guild. The ones that support Antifa and BAMN and all those guys. They're here. So we're over here having a conversation. Un momento. With see, exactly. Yeah. Maria and the children. Yeah, see. Yeah. So this, can I see that? So this is the actual picture from the newspaper of Maria with the children. This is the family that we're trying to help. We're out here right now, and this National Lawyers Guild woman shows up and she starts questioning Paloma, like, what are you doing out here? You have no right to be here, because of my shirt.
Really?
Because my shirt triggered her to come up and say, what are you guys doing? While Edgar and Esmeralda are trying to help this family, get them set up with the church. I can't talk with this thing on. Get them set up with the church. And she starts asking, saying, we don't have a right to be here because of my shirt and because of who Paloma is.
She directly said because of your shirt.
Yes, she said. Well, what's his shirt? What, you know, I mean, it was just So I started filming. I didn't get that part, unfortunately, but I got the when she started asking about my shirt. So I started filming after that. But that's why
she came up to me because
she knows who you are.
Somebody's been handing out flyers with my picture on them.
Wow.
Saying that I'm a Trump
supporter. It's the same tactics they use in Berkeley.
Okay, folks, let's pause here for a second and talk about these posters. If you don't already know, this is a tactic that Antifa and BAMN uses in California and other places. They'll take someone who they disagree with, usually a moderate right-winger or somebody who's just not far left. They put their faces and their names on flyers and say, these are white supremacist, Trump supporter people, evil Nazis or whatever. And basically, it seems to be in the hopes of getting them fired and attacked on the street.
It's the same. These are the same organizers, the leftist organizers.
But yet, this little girl that I got right here has been begging me for food for 3 days and for water. And they know that I care. That's why they come up to me like this.
Yeah.
You know, and what is that woman doing for them?
Nothing.
Yeah, she's questioning me what I'm doing here.
Yeah, nothing.
You know?
She's doing absolutely nothing. The National Lawyers Guild is doing absolutely nothing other than undermine America.
So I'm gonna go talk to him.
Yeah. She, as soon as I started filming, she said, "Don't show my face." Have fun, Will.
Will Johnson of Unite America First was interviewing the Green Hat people for a moment there. Let's take a look at his video of that.
All right, so Will is going up trying to interview these. Now they're taking their hats off. Hang on, I gotta go. Let's just take a little break from this.
Hello. I've seen your hats before.
We can't be filmed. No, I'm sorry. We can't talk to the press.
You can't. Okay, I'm gonna put you on camera. What are you here for? Are you here to protect the people from the police?
Do you have
Because most of the time.
I'm sorry, we can't talk to you. I apologize.
Well, the reason why I'm just asking because I seen you guys in Portland, Berkeley, LA. Why are you here?
We can't talk on audio or visual. I'm so sorry.
But you're wearing the hats.
Yes, but we don't do interviews.
But typically.
Press representatives.
Yeah.
Okay, but typically none of you are the press representatives. Every time I talk to you, to the people, to the Lawyers Guild, the Green Hats, yeah.
Hang on, this is great.
That they always say that they are not part of the media and they never want to talk. Every single one of them.
Why are the hats? Why are the hats off now? Why are the hats off? National Lawyers Guild. Why are the hats off?
I just want to know.
We have representatives.
But are you here to protect people from the police? Because most of the time,
why don't you? What do you mean you have representatives? Why don't
most
you
of the
talk?
time, every time you
I know,
show
but
up
because
to the location,
what's your talking point? Hand over the booklet that you're
So
going to read from.
So this is the woman that had the hat on. Now she's trying to sneak out of here without her hat.
Well, I mean, because I'm just asking the question. I just want to know.
Because we have representatives. I just told you, if you'd like to speak with someone, I can give you the name of someone to talk to.
But are you here to protect people from the police? Because most of the time,
Why don't what do you mean you have representatives?
most of the time, every time you show up to a location, that's been the goal. That has been the goal.
Now everyone's calling to chase her out because they know they do nothing for them. These people come down here. Yeah.
She should be arrested. She's
I know.
probably one of the leaders.
I know.
She
I
should
know.
be arrested instead of questioning me as a citizen as to what I'm doing here.
I know.
Contact information?
Yeah, sure.
United States from which number? I'm American. I'm Mexican too. Where is coming from? Are you California? I'm not migrant, but I'm a daughter of God. Hey, Sonia. Hey, how are you?
What's up? Because she's a daughter from God, you don't want to talk to her?
I told we're not giving interviews.
In the name of Jesus.
Well, then you should be you should not be putting
In
yourself on the
Jesus'
spot.
In the name of Jesus, please
Yes, in the
stop.
name of
Amen. Amen.
But
Amen.
as soon as you said,
Amen.
as soon as you said because you're a child of God, she no longer want to talk.
Yeah, the left doesn't want the child of God.
There's an agenda here,
In
right?
the name of Jesus.
That's what we need.
stop.
Yep.
Yes, if you coming from where?
You're just trying to understand.
You created this situation. I was just trying to help. You created this situation months ago by getting people from Central America to come here and live like this.
You're going to get
I'm
the
just trying to help. You're not going to threaten me. You're not going to intimidate me.
This is what you're doing. I mean, you do it in the United States, and you're here doing the same thing in Mexico. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Seriously, you should be.
Yeah, it's shameful. It's shameful. So they're starting to get a picture of who. So as soon as I saw the National Lawyers Guild, it's so clear.
What is she doing for them? She's doing
Nothing. Exploiting. All she's doing is exploiting. Yeah, all they're doing is exploiting. So you're starting to get a picture of who is organizing this. As soon as this mother here said, in the name of Jesus, they were talking to her, and then all of a sudden they didn't want to talk to her anymore. I mean, it's just the enemies of America are the same as the enemies of the world. It's this godless globalist nonsense, trying to undermine sovereignty, trying to undermine people's individual right to determine their own futures. And they're creating that. They created this problem, and they're exacerbating it by just manipulating people to rush our border, to demand things that they have no right to, rather than actually joining the people that are actually helping it, the humanitarians that are actually here in Mexico, saying, hey, let's actually help the children. You say you care about the children, yet you're doing nothing to help them. But we have people like Edgar with Faith, Hope, and Love, and Esmeralda over here that are actually doing it, trying to help them, and they don't want them to help them. I mean, it's beyond frustrating.
So let me ask you, do you see them with the green hats here often?
Yeah.
You see them all the time. And what do they do for the people here?
Well, they tell them, hey, look, this girl, she's crazy.
They're saying you're crazy.
Yeah.
But they're not doing anything to actually help the people.
To help the people at all.
Is what they say.
All right, folks. So what do you think about all this? What do you think? I mean, obviously the green hat lady was lying, but, you know, we're seeing so far that BAMN's collecting money for the migrants and probably not giving them anything. Granted, that was in another video. You got to scroll down and see the link for that. Then we saw in another video that BAMN is trying to encourage the caravan to storm the border and basically making enemies, because now they're wise. They've already tried that and they realized, hey, wait, we were lied to. And now these other groups come in and tell us the same lie. And that was another video. Scroll down and see the link for that as well. So we see little bits and pieces coming together. And apparently BAMN is, well, they're burning bridges with the migrants, but they were trying to exploit them. Alright folks, make sure you scroll down, see the links below for Ty Decker's channel, Will Johnson's channel, Unite America First, and Ben Berquam's Facebook, Frontline America with Ben Berquam. Thank you guys for doing what you do. Thanks to everyone for watching. Make sure you leave us a comment below. Subscribe to us on BitChute. Not really on YouTube, because YouTube's going to shut us down any day now. Subscribe to us on BitChute. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, freedom, and equality. Give me liberty or give me death.
It's time for us to stand up against this nonsense. They're the racists, they're the sexists, they're the bigots. They lose, and this is what they do. They come at you with sticks from behind. They put masks on their face. Stand up, America. It's time for you to stand up for freedom. Stand up, America.